Nigerians are waking up to find out that their beloved president, someone whom they love so much, is an alleged forger. It has been a very, very difficult pill for Nigerians to swallow. How can their beloved leader be accused of forging documents? This is so hard. And as for an African like myself, it's so difficult because we expect good examples from our leaders. We expect them to be people whom we could trust. And how can they betray us in this way? How can they? I am so shocked. I am seriously, seriously shocked. And I cannot express my disappointment in Tinubu. How could he do such a thing to us? How could he? And after all the trust we've placed on him. but guys, how can anyone be surprised that Tinubu certificate could be affixed, could be fake? And Nigerians being surprised about Tinubu forging certificate is kind of like a very low bar. Because don't they know who they are? Pardon my laughter. It's because the whole thing is so funny for me to imagine. Because Nigerians thought that they, the young people, are the only ones who could forge things, that the older generations do not know how to do forgery. How could they underestimate the older generations? How could they believe that the older generation are good people? How could they? That is kind of like discrimination and condescending. Because Nigeria has had a long history of forgery and all sorts of criminality. So no one should be surprised if Tinubu had the certificate from the 70s that is fake. No, but all jokes aside, leaders cannot be involved in things like this. Leaders should not be involved in things like this. Leaders must set a good example for other people to follow. If there's one thing that is synonymous with most politicians in Africa, be it the young or the old, is corruption. They are corrupt, they embezzle, they do all sorts of things. And Nigerians are one of the most highly corrupted politicians in the whole world. They are so corrupt to an extent that your mind cannot begin to process the level of corruption in Nigeria. You won't even begin to imagine that someone can steal the amount of money they have stolen from the government and nothing happens to them. You cannot believe that. So if people are shocked, if people are angry, or if people are confused that Tinubu could forge certificate, then I think you underestimate Tinubu, and I will consider that as being racist. So, but let's get on with this article I saw online that really explain what the whole situation about the certificate is all about. So let's hear it from the horse's own mouth, okay? Because I think that Atiku Abubakar is out there to sabotage Tinubu, and Tinubu has come out, or at least his government have come out to set the record straight. So let's see what they are saying. Tinubu's certificate, not fake. Presidency breaks silence on Chicago saga. Yeah, the presidency has come out to clear the air, to set the record straight, and they have carefully and categorically said that Tinubu's certificate is not fake. And I believe them. I believe them because if there's one entity that can set the record straight, that can tell us exactly what the problem is the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They are the only one who can give us the real information. And I think we should believe them. Yeah, because I believe them. I believe them. People working for someone trying to defend their boss, why wouldn't we believe them? What motive would they have to lie in favor of their boss except just giving us the truthful information? So, I believe them. I honestly and truthfully believe them. So let's read some of what the article is saying. The presidency has dismissed claims that the certificate President Bola Tinubu presented to the Independent National Election Commission, INEC, for the 2023 election was forged. Chicago State University had released the academic records of President Bola Tinubu to his political opponent, Atiku Abubakar, on Monday following the order of a court. Atiku, the presidential candidate of the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the February 25th election, had requested the documents to back his allegation of forgery of CSU certificate against Tinubu. The allegation of forgery was one of the most dismissed by the presidential election courts in the suit Atiku filed to challenge the election of Tinubu. Despite the court's ruling, Atiku continued his case at the U.S. court, hoping to get official documents to back his claim and possibly includes them in his appeal at the Supreme Court. So you can see that Atiku is not just doing this from the goodness of his heart. He's doing it as a revenge strategy. He's just trying to bring down Tinubu Bola. You see, these guys are not good. All of them. You think they are doing something for the people, but you find out that they are trying to they are just trying to put themselves up and bring other people down. How can Atiku Abubakar be doing something like this? It's not fair now. It's not fair. But on a very serious note, right? What does he hope to get out of it? Because I do not believe that the courts in Nigeria would ever consider this evidence, be it that the certificate are fake or not. The courts in Nigeria will never rule against Tinubu Ahmed Bola. Never ever. But to you guys out there, especially my brothers and sisters in Nigeria, are you really shocked that your president submitted an alleged forged certificate? Or you guys knew who he was from day one, and so nobody is like surprised? And if the certificate are fake, as we are hearing, what then happened next? Let's hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, do not forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel because little bit of good way, like the one you're doing just now, help us a lot and we shall ever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.